Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the second edition of Talking Digital Business with Informa. Today, I have with me another seasoned entrepreneur, Kat Okeke. As usual, I like my guests introducing themselves, so I'm going to invite her to introduce herself to you. Kat, over to you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Informer's page. I am Katalin Okeke from the UK. Originally, I'm from Hungary. I'm married. My husband is from Nigeria, so I am a Nigerian wife. We've got 4 beautiful children. We are truly blessed. We live in the UK. By profession, I am an advocate and an interpreter. And currently, I'm based in a government settings, 9-to-5 government settings. And I am a successful digital business owner. And it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I am truly humbled and overflowing with appreciation to be able to share my journey.
Thank you very much, Kat. I'll call you Kat for short. Thank you for being here with us today to share your experience and your story. This is our second edition, and I'm excited. It's exciting to have you here with us, So, Kat, can you let us into your story? How did you come about this business?
Well, it's a long story, but 2020, I'm a little bit distracted. You need to go away, darling. Sorry. 2020 was a really tough year for each one of us, and kind of shifted our perception. We've got to appreciate everything we have. We can't take anything for granted, and that was a wake-up call for me as well. And actually, my brother-in-law gave us a link. He started his own digital business and give us a link. It was Christmas time in 2020. Give us a link and said, look into it. But that time, when I heard about online business or digital business, I like to call, I just said, no, that's not for me. So, but it did put a seed in my head, and I think it was in March, 3 months after we were given the link. At that stage, I was a full-time exhausted employee, struggling with work commitment and family commitment. The kids went back to school full-time. My day job was increasing day by day, even though we went digital and allowed us to work from home. It was still a struggle to find that healthy work and life balance. So by March, we just had this desire for a change. And one day my husband came home and wanted to start a business. So I just said to him, why don't we look into that link what your brother gave to us? He lives in the US. He's got a really good profession. He started his own digital business and he was doing really well. So we kind of trusted that platform he was in. And so it's what we did. We sat down together. We watched a 90-minute workshop, free workshop, and we absolutely fell in love with this whole opportunity and expanded our vision and opened our eyes. We didn't know this thing was existing until we actually had a little bit of insight, and we couldn't even watch the 90-minute workshop. We watched the instant one, but after 20 minutes, I was just like all over the place, just so in love with this opportunity, and my husband, Ben, as well. So we took a step further, took a leap of faith, and we dived into it. So it's how we ended up actually signing off. And after 2 weeks, from there, my digital business was up and running. I had one-to-one mentoring provided. Beautiful sister Dappy from the Netherlands, originally from Togo. And she just, the training was there and this all put together. It was very easy to follow. And yeah, that was a really exciting time for us, starting our own business. So here I am today. I'm actually running a successful digital business.
Interesting. You know why I say interesting? I have had a couple of people say to me, I am not a business person. I'm not interested. And here you are with the same comment initially when it was introduced to you. And then you've later joined it. And today you are doing so well. You are still a working mom, a wife, and you're doing business. Can you let us into what your day, your normal day is like?
Yeah. As you said, I am not a business-led person. I am here because I followed my heart. Then and there, we made a conscious decision to take a leap of faith and dive into this. And because there's no selling involved. So I really love that idea. There's no selling involved. It requires, let me just have a sip. Does require social media presence because we're using social media platform to reach out and connect with people. And my typical day would look like, well, I've got to mention after 5 months from the start of my own digital business, it actually allowed me to reduce my full-time employment.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Not having to worry about the financial impact because knowing that I've got another stream of income coming in. So that was a big turning point for me, finding the healthy work-life balance. So actually I'm working 3 days a week. And I've got to say before, especially in 2020, I spent so much time on my phone. I used to have a smartphone showing me how many hours I spent on screen, and at the end of the day, sometimes it shocked me that I spent 2, 3, 4 hours a day on social media or on the phone screen. And I was thinking now I can spend half of that time just spending on my business, just leveraging an internet in a more meaningful way. And yeah, so my typical day is like reaching out to people. I love that part of this journey, meeting wonderful people from all around the world. This is a global business, and yeah, and
Yeah.
turning up for meetings. I'm doing so many new things, you know. In my training, which is easy to follow, but it's so detailed. It's a holistic training, which always updated. It's up to date. The system we are using is it's been up and running for 5 years, so it's a proven to work system. It's always updated and it's always something to learn. Some top tips shared every week. Learning from fellow digital business entrepreneurs' experiences, from their mistakes, from their successes. And it's a really, really good time to join in, to dive into this digital space at this stage, because information is just huge. And we've got this supporting system as well. So I am absolutely embracing these moments. Yeah.
Good job. Good job. I love all that you have just said. You have gone over and beyond the question I asked by saying so many things that I'm sure will enthrall the audience. So you did make mention of social media in this business. And from every indication, it looks like this business is focused on the use of social media to advertise and publicize your business and all that. Why social media? What happened to the regular advertising media that we all know of? Why is this business all about social media?
Well, social media enhances the connectivity. The worldwide population is 7.7 billion people from all around the world, and 4.4 million people using internet every day. And I've got my facts up. It's mind-blowing. 3.5 billion active users on social media every day. So in 2020, there was a major shift, not only because everything went digital, but also because more and more people are waking up to the feeling of appreciation, and we can't take anything for granted. I just wanted to mention at that time, I wasn't looking for a second stream income. I wasn't looking for another job. Even it might have been back of my mind, but this business just found its way to me as a blessing, and it ticked all the boxes. And what we are doing social media marketing. There's no selling involved, which is a beauty in this. Some people do selling in other areas. Maybe they are born to do sales, and that's fine. You know, people do sell. But in this digital business, what we do, we don't do selling, and that's why I just fell in love with it. And yeah,
Wow.
that's it really.
Wow, this is
And just
getting more interesting. You
yeah.
know why? You are taking the questions out of my mouth and answering them even before I pose the questions to you. That is quite interesting. I am sure you're answering questions that our audience have in mind. You're already giving them the answers. Wonderful. Um, how long have you been in this business? And what is your experience personally? How has it affected you as a person,
I started.
especially the use of social media?
Mhm. I started my own digital business in March. I think it was just before Easter. It was the Lent period. I was fasting and praying when actually we decided to dive into it. And within 2 weeks, my digital business was up and running. I had no previous marketing experience or business experience, and I'm not a business-led person. So I'm purely here because I followed my heart. I'm a heart-led digital business owner now, and that is the beauty. This one is this system is designed for everyone really, who's got the desire for a change. Doesn't require the business experience or marketing experience. It is just so accessible for all, and it's quite a bit of a journey for me. At that point, I was open to new opportunities. I opened my heart, and I had to let go my limiting beliefs, letting all those negative stories go, which was limiting my progress. I would say as a couple, we made that decision that, yes, I can do this. I can go public. I'm a very private person, but I can do this without giving away my privacy, giving away my dignity. I'm still keeping a bit of privacy, and I'm sharing a lot. I put my heart into it, and it is a wonderful journey. So there were some shifts during my journey in this digital space, but it is a learning process. So we learn every day, going live. Doing this business requires a social media presence. I know successful digital business entrepreneurs who are in this business. For the first year, they didn't do any live event, and they were still doing really well in the business because due to automation, all the information coming in, we've got the connectivity there to share the information, to share this eye-opening discovery. So it works either way. I was just pushing myself to come out of my comfort zone because I knew speaking up in public, it wasn't my strength. And I knew that in order to see growth in my personal development, I had to push myself and keep connecting, keep speaking up in public, connecting with all the beautiful people out there. So that was my goal. And yeah, it's quite a bit of journey.
Good. I know some people say, oh no, they don't like Facebook. They are private. They prefer to keep their families away from Facebook. Has Facebook intruded into your privacy in any way? You're dealing with Facebook in this business. Has it in any way intruded into your privacy?
No, I wouldn't say that. When we start our digital journey, when you decide to start your own digital business, we create a business page, and we do get. So it's like, how can I say? You've got to be open to a certain level. You've got to be open to give and receive. We can't run a shop when we shut all the windows, all the doors, and we won't let anybody come in. You've got to have that openness. Well, it's not been invading my personal space at all because I'm sharing as much as I want to share. Still, as I said, I'm keeping a bit of privacy. I've got my private life.
And you know, besides, this business is not about your privacy. Whatever you need to share has to be in connection with the business you are doing. What you put out there is what people will see, right? So
Absolutely.
if you do not want to expose your whole family into your business, you don't. You just put in what you want people to do. And besides, you are doing a business. It's not a private thing. So I quite agree with you that you share as much as you want to share.
Absolutely.
You invite people into your privacy if you want to. If you do not want to, you keep your privacy private and do your business. Keep it away from your business. Well said, Kathleen. There are a whole lot of people.
I also wanted to mention I started the business because with an intention to connect and reach out to people. And that was my intention, and I took action, and magically, there's no magic in it, but when our intention and our action aligns, it's where magic happens. And I was getting in touch with so many people, but it took a little bit of time. I had to have that confidence. I had to, for me, maybe for other people, it's okay for them to step out and say, well, yes, I'm doing a digital business. I'm here, I'm here to promote my business. For me, it took me like 4 good months before I could actually say, yes, I'm here. I'm here to share this eye-opening discovery. I'm here to promote my business. I'm here to help other people to, change their life or just create space for change. And when I decided that after 4 months, I could see the results. After 5 months from the start, I was able to reduce my full-time employment. I was more people approached me and
Partnering with
asked
you.
about it because I was more open about it. So I just wanted to mention that. So I am here to share. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Kathleen. So we still have a whole lot of people out there who, I know you did not go into the business because of something, yeah, because of an additional income stream. You were comfortable, but you still went into it anyway. But there are a lot of people out there who are struggling. I Part of my reason for going into this business was that I was struggling. I have so many reasons, but one of the major reasons was that I was struggling. And but there are a lot of people out there who are struggling and do not think that they can do business. They want a paid employment. Even though they have one, they feel that with more jobs, their struggling will kind of reduce. What do you say to them?
Well, it's a really good question. I would say I have started this business from scratch. I used to have an old phone and my old laptop, and it's never been in my mind to start my own, to go online and do business. But I would say just do what you can with what you have, and just build your own empire. Just lost the string there. So just do what you can with what you have, and start something new. Just be open to new opportunities, and this is just make that first step today to have an open mind, open your heart, and just look into it. So many people are on doing a digital business, or we would say online business. So it is the time to just open our eyes and see what other people are doing and see what we are doing, and just come in, watch that 90 minutes free information session we provide, have an idea, ordinary people like you and me, why we decided and how we made that move to start our own digital business. Just have that first step today or whenever you're ready, because this is time to change. This is time to open up to new opportunities. The potential in this is just limitless. It's absolutely, it was way beyond my imagination, and it is truly an eye-opening opportunity. So I would say just take a leap of faith and just watch the free information session. And if you decide that you needed more information, then you can dive into it. It's when we have to invest a little, and just invest in yourself. That's a very important thing. Just invest in yourself. That's the best investment we can make. And the learning development, the learning process in this digital business is just absolutely mind-blowing and just absolutely limitless. And I would just say take a leap of faith and just get an inside expand your vision, even if it's not for you. At least you can say, I know what this is what about, and just that's it.
Yeah, that's quite a good advice. It is knowledge is power, and when you have
Absolutely.
knowledge of something, then when you make a decision, you are making that decision based on the power which you have, which you got from knowledge. So it's a good advice that you're asking people to take a leap of faith first, watch the video, the free video. Then, if they want to know more, which will guide them into
Mm-hmm.
knowing whether they are meant for this or not, then invest a little bit. Then you have more knowledge of the business. Don't just say, watch that first video and say, oh no, it is not for me. A lot of people are doing that. They just watch that first one and say, it's not for me. They don't want to know more. Do
Mm-hmm.
not deprive yourself of a golden opportunity. Opportunities most times don't come twice. Once you miss it that first time, you missed it. And then later on in life, you start asking yourself, why did I not do this? Why did I not do that? So, our listeners, viewers that are watching, we are getting an advice from our guest that you should take a leap of faith and watch that free video. You're not paying anything. If you want more information, invest just a little bit of money to get more information. Then, based on that, you can decide whether or not this business is for you. And I'm telling you that it will be for you. Kathleen, um, there are people who, like moms, single moms, single dads, and all categories of parents
Mm-hmm.
who actually want to do something to help themselves, but either they are not sure what they want to do or they need more conviction about what you are saying. What additional advice can you give to them?
I would say this one is not a get rich quick scheme. This one is a proven system we're using. We're using different platforms: Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, you name it. And due to automation built in all these platforms, it is a very detailed, basically information coming in all the time. I can carry out my day job without distraction and still generate income. And it is for the long term. Absolutely, I would say it is a good investment. And with these opportunities, not only the information is there, we have a huge supporting community, digital entrepreneurs from all around the world, over 100,000 people in our community. And when you decide to dive into it and get more information, you not only get access to training and the whole system, and but you get access to the supporting community, and you can come in, look around, see if it is for you, see if it works out for you. And this business is not running away. It's been here for over 5 years, and it is running. It's changing many lives, including mine. But you've got to make that decision, just to have that leap of faith and just come in, look around, see if it is for you. We have a policy, 30 days money back guarantee. If it's not for you, you can always get your money back. But it is absolutely an eye-opening opportunity. I'm just I'm just so glad this business find its way to me. It has absolutely changed my life, and it continues changing.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Catherine. Our viewers out there, you have heard from her that lives have been changed and are still changing in this community. People have, taken leaps of faith and
Mhm.
joined the business, and their lives have changed, including mine. Um, what I
This
don't
is
know,
wonderful.
what I am going to ask now is, does this business have like a group of people that are supposed to be doing it, or is it meant for everybody? Like, is it for educated people? Is it for young people? Is it for old people? What class of people can do this business?
Anyone can do it.
Okay.
Anyone can do it. We as long as you're 18 and there is no age limit, we have successful digital entrepreneurs in this in our community over 70s from different educational background. We have doctors, nurses, engineers. We have government workers like me. We have I said nurses? We have shop assistants. We have warehouse workers. We have police officers. We have stay-at-home moms. We have people who are just looking for a job between jobs. We have from all different background, all age group. Anyone can do this because the support is there, the information is there. As long as you have a phone with a Wi-Fi connection, and if you've got a laptop, anyone can do it. And we've got limitless mentoring and support from the community, and it's so inspiring and so supporting. It's an absolute blessing to be here. So,
I'm gonna add to what you just said
mhm,
now, that to confirm that is for everybody. Last week I was watching a live video from
mhm,
a lady who is in this business, and she said she is a wife, a mother, a grandmother, and a great grandmother, and that within her team she has mostly 70s and 80-year-old people. Those are the people that kind of make up her team. So this actually goes to buttress the fact that, or the point that, this business has no age limit. As long as you are at least 18, you can do the business. It doesn't
absolutely.
matter whether you're educated or you are an illiterate. Can you read? If you can read, to be able to do your training, that's what our guest is saying, you can do the business. And then, what is it? Language. Is language a barrier? Must you speak English?
You've got to understand English and you've got to speak a little because the basic is you've got to understand the system, you've got to understand your business, and you can reach out to people who speak the same language. But language should not be a barrier because the training is all like video based. Instructions step by step, click here, click there, just so easy to follow. Your mentor will be helping you, and coaches there in the community. I'm sure we've got a wide how can I say it? So the diversity of our group is just absolutely amazing. So you can find someone who speaks the same language and guide you further until you understand the business. But this is not a rocket science. Honestly, anyone can do it. That should not be limiting. What could limit ourselves is just a self-limiting beliefs to say, oh, I'm not good enough to do this, my English is not good, or all these limiting beliefs. You've got to let them go, because they are just limiting our progress. And this is the time to consciously create a world we always dreamt of, and reach our potentials, reach our dreams. By God's grace, anything is possible.
Exactly.
So that should not be a barrier.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. So, viewers, we have come to the end of this program for today, for this week. Next week, I promise I'm going to bring someone else who has a different story. We are all made up of different stories. We all have our different reasons and our different stories why we joined this business. And I will keep bringing people with different stories. And you will see that there is, whatever it is you're going through, whatever your story is, there's somebody within this community, excuse me, that has gone through that. You are not the only one. And that person is telling you that I have gone through this, and this is how I found a solution to my problem. So if you also want a solution, it's available right here in this community to help you. So we're bringing to an end this program. I want to thank all of you that have logged in to give us your support and comments. We are grateful. Next week, we are going to come back. She has spoken to all classes of people. She's spoken to single parents, married people, young people, old people. We love you. We are all out here to help you establish that dream of yours, or help you solve whatever situation you're into right now. There is help from the entire community. We are all there trying, doing our bits to help everybody to realize their dream. We are grateful to you once again. I have a whole lot of comments here. People are tuning in. Thank you very much.
Thank you
We'll
so
see
much for
you
each one
next
of you
week.
for watching.
Thank you. We'll see you next week with
Thank you
a
so much
brand
for
new
having
person.
me.
Sorry?
Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.
Oh,
It's
no.
been an absolute pleasure to come on here and share my journey. Thank you.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. Thank you for accepting the invitation. So we're going to end this program right now. And next week, please tune in. I want to see more people. I want to hear more comments. We don't have questions. I want people to come with questions for our guests. They will be very happy to address your questions. So thank you very much and have a blessed day. See you next Thursday at the same time, 11 a.m. Californian time. God bless you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night and God bless from the UK. Bye-bye.
Bye.